All right, so quick one right here, and it is going to be my weekly breakdown for the three pairs I'm currently trading, which is actually GBP USD and Euro USD, and also XAU USD, which is gold. All right, so not really much in this particular video. I'm just actually going to break down this pair. What I'm going to be doing in this video is actually breaking down what my bias and my overview is going to be in this particular new week. All right, not really much. So all you need to do is stick around, stay to the end of this video to see what I have. It is not going to be a long video. All right, make sure you stay to the end to see what I have in this particular trading week. And by the way, today's date is currently 28th of June, and the time is currently 7:05 p.m. on Sunday evening. All right, that's why I'm actually doing this particular weekly breakdown video for you. All right, not really much. And make sure you do also subscribe to this channel, like this video, and also comment what you think is your own bias or breakdown in this particular new trading week. All right, see you in this breakdown. Not really much. All right, so this particular currency pair is Euro USD, and this is the 4 hours time frame. So doing my analysis from the higher time frame, what I want to see in the higher time frame is actually, I'll check my daily time frame to see what is actually going on right here in the daily time frame. All right, so permit me to take out this stuff so we can get a clearer view for this particular chart. All right, so on my daily time frame, what I'm currently seeing is that price has actually shift structure from bullish to bearish in the daily time frame. This is why I say this. All right, so in the daily time frame, this is actually a valid break of structure to the upside on Euro USD. All right, daily time frame valid break of structure to the upside, which signifies that whenever price get to this particular demand zone, right, a demand zone somewhere around here, or even somewhere around here as well, but let me use this, which shows that whenever price get to this particular demand zone, you should take price to the upside and also break this particular recent structure. All right, this is just to signify that yes, there are more buyers in the market than sellers. All right, so this is what price should have done if they are still bullish. This is how I do my analysis. Price would have continued going to the upside and also take out this previous high, but that did not happen. This is what price actually did. I'll be actually taking this demand zone, and also I'll show you what price did that made me say that okay, my daily bias is going to be sales. All right, so price, this is our last low that actually took out this particular high. I'll use my finger. All right, so this is our last low that actually took out this particular high. All right, so what price did when price got to that particular zone was that price took out that low, indicating that there are sellers in the market, because this low was supposed to actually, even if at least price took out the low, right, and to tell us that okay, this low is valid, this low was supposed to actually continue buying price to the upside and taking this particular high I actually marked initially. This particular high price was supposed to take it, but as you can see vividly, price took out the low and failed to take out this particular high, which is this particular high, which is now giving us shift in market structure. So I'm going to label this particular place as my market structure shift, which is a trend reversal, shifting structure and all that. All right, so this means that there are now sellers in the market and buyers, because why? price failed to take out this particular high and use the supply zone here to take out this particular low. So this is why I said in my daily time frame I'll be observing more of sales opportunity. All right, so as you can see, price mitigated its supply zone right here and it sold massively to the downside. This is it. So in a case like this, I want to target a nearest low, a nearest strong low to the upside for ending my sales or looking for buys. So in this case, all right, I'm going to mark this low as my profit target. That is, if I'm looking for sales opportunity in the lower time frame, I'll be taking out, I'll stop looking for sales opportunity whenever price get to this particular zone, and I'll observe what price action is going to do in that particular zone in order for me to know what I'm actually going to be doing next. All right, so this is my target. That doesn't mean that if I take a sale opportunity, I'm going to hold it all the way to this low. No, I'm looking for sales opportunity down to this particular low. That is just it. So I'll be jumping into my 4 hours time frame now to see which type of structure or what type of structure is actually forming right in my 4 hours time frame. So my 4 hours time frame is telling me that there is actually a potential sell trend happening in 4 hours time frame, as you can clearly see. All right, price has been dropping to the downside in my 4 hours time frame, which I believe you can see it is a downtrend. So what I want to do after reaching out to my 4 hours time frame is actually spotting out the recent break of structure. All right, spotting out the recent break of structure to the downside. Our price has not actually mitigated the supply zone. So what I'm actually seeing is just a break of structure here. So there is actually a micro break of structure right here. Yeah, there is a micro break of structure here, which we can see more clearer when we jump into the 1 hour time frame. All right, so that break of structure, this is it. This is the break of structure. So what I want to do is actually identify the supply zone along this particular zone that has not really been mitigated. But what I can clearly see is that all supply zones right here has actually been mitigated. As you can see, I am not able to spot out any zone that is not mitigated. So for that case, I am not going to count this particular break of structure as a valid break of structure. Instead, in my 1 hour time frame, right, I'll jump into this particular structure, this particular break of this particular structure as my valid break of structure, because why? It clearly has an imbalance that has not been mitigated and also another block that has not been mitigated. So in this case, this is my valid break of structure I'll be watching out for in 1 hour time frame. All right, so next thing I want to look out for after marking my valid break of structure in this 1 hour time frame is actually my other block that has not yet been mitigated. So as I can see, there's actually another block here that has not been mitigated, and this other block has an imbalance. All right, let me see if I can mark it. Okay, let's just say this is our imbalance that has not been mitigated. This candle over here is actually our imbalance that has not been mitigated. All right, so this is my supply zone, and this is my other block telling me that okay, I'm looking for sales opportunity after confirming that daily time frame is actually showing us sales opportunity to the downside, which is showing us market structure shift to the downside. All right, so that's just the confluence telling me that okay, I should be looking for sales opportunity in the lower time frame. So in my 1 hour time frame, this is what I'm currently seeing, and the third thing I want to look out for is actually my structural liquidity. And as you can see, this is a clear liquidity that is actually telling me that okay, this is a clear liquidity that is telling me that okay, I'll be looking for potential sales opportunity when price gets to this particular supply zone. So that is just it for Euro USD. So in this case, I should be looking for valid buy opportunities down to this particular zone, but that will be in 15-minute time frame. So for now, I won't say that I've actually spot out any opportunity for now, but before market open, I'm going to spot out a zone that I'll be interested in taking buys down to this particular supply zone in this particular 15-minute time frame, which is my lower time frame entry zone. So if you are going to be watching my weekly episode that I'll be dropping this week, you are going to see those opportunities. But for now, my directional bias, my overall bias on Euro USD, my long-term bias on Euro USD is actually sell. All right, so this is the clear setup. This is the clear setup I have for this particular Euro USD opportunity. All right, so this is my breakdown for Euro USD. So during the weeks, I might look for during the weekdays, I might look for buys to this particular zone, because price must actually buy to this zone in order to sell. So I'll look for micro buys in 15-minute time frame, showing me full confluence, which is actually the BOS, the liquidity, and also the other block zone to this particular zone. So that is just it for Euro USD. And for GBP USD, which is going to be the last pair I'm going to break down in this particular video, so I'm not going to be breaking down gold anymore due to time. So this is going to be the second pair I'll be breaking down, and the last pair I'll be breaking down, which is GBP USD. All right, so on this GBP USD chart, first of all, I want to go to my higher time frame, which is my daily time frame, to see what is currently happening right here. So in this daily time frame, I am clearly seeing that a very massive break of structure happened long time ago, taking this particular high, and this is actually a sign that this low is a potential low for price to actually react from going to the upside. You understand? So this is telling us that okay, this particular low has potential of taking price to the upside. All right, that's potential of taking price to the upside, but that's by the way. So this is what I've figured out in my daily time frame on GBP USD. So what I want to do now is actually scale down to my 4 hours time frame to actually see potential structures aligned to this particular sell trend. That is this particular sell trend, that is coming to this particular demand zone. All right, so I want to look for structures that are actually aligned going to that zone on 4 hours time frame. So my 4 hours time frame, what I am clearly seeing is that price is actually forming series of break of structures to the upside by dropping down. All right, by selling down, like chart they go down. So that is just it for it. So what I want to see right here is actually nothing much but identifying a break of structure to the downside. So I can vividly see a break of structure to the downside at this particular zone, this particular place, but I want to see it clearly. Then I'll go to 1 hour time frame to actually see it in a more clearer picture. All right, so this is a break of structure I'm clearly seeing to the downside on my 1 hour time frame in this particular pair. All right, you know this stuff is so micro and it takes a lot of focus to mark it. So this is my break of structure. The first thing I want to watch out for telling me that okay, since I figured out that price is going to be coming to this particular demand zone on our daily time frame, I want to look for sales opportunity. All right, so I figured out this micro break of structure, and this is actually the other block that led to that particular break of structure to the downside. All right, this is the other block, which is the potential zone for sellers to continue trading all the way to the downside. So this is the other block, aka supply zone. Alright, so this stuff is so micro, so it takes a lot of effort to mark it correctly. So that is it for it. So this is my supply zone, and which is the second thing I want to watch out for. And the third thing I want to watch out for is actually my structural liquidity, which is what I can actually identify here. Alright, so this signifies that okay, I'll be looking for sales opportunity, or I'll be selling GBP/USD also when price gets to this particular zone. Then I think services, because I don't know why this thing don't want to stop. Sorry about that. So this is my supply zone, which I'm interested to sell from whenever price gets to it. Alright, so this is just the pure and basic opportunity I'm actually seeing in GBP/USD in this particular week we are currently entering. By the way, today is Sunday, like I said earlier, the 28th of June. Alright, and the time is currently 7:21 a.m. or sorry, 7:21 p.m. Alright, 7:21 p.m. as you can clearly see. So that is it for it. Alright, so this means that okay, for price to actually get to this particular supply zone, there must be buyers. So during the weekdays, I'll actually record also looking for clear good buys opportunity that I'll be buying to this particular zone. But if I don't see, I won't take a trade, but I'll actually observe the lower time frame to look for buys opportunity to that zone during the week. But if I don't see, this means that price is going to continue selling and I won't be in it. But this is just what I can clearly break down on EUR/USD. Alright, so this is currently EUR/USD. As you can see, this is currently EUR/USD breakdown, and this is currently GBP/USD breakdown. In this particular current week we are entering. Alright, nothing much. So it has come to the end of this particular banger breakdown or banger weekly breakdown. And if you stay to the end, make sure you do well to leave a thumbs up and like this video, indicating that yes, you learned one or two things from this video. Alright, not really much. And make sure you stay tuned, because I'm going to actually record the trades or show you the trades step by step I'm going to be taking in this particular week before price get to this zone. Or if price get to this zone, whatever opportunity I can actually find and record, I will do that for you. Alright, not really much, and make sure you trade well. Alright, chat, should chat or chat, so that chat will not forget to chat you. See you in my next video, fam.